Which foreign country is your favorite? A polling organization surveyed 1,700 Koreans about their favorite foreign country. According to the survey, Koreans' favorite countries are the United States, Australia, Switzerland, France, the United Kingdom, Canada, and Italy, in that order. The survey showed that Koreans' favorite countries were mostly Western countries in North America and Europe. On the other hand, in which countries is Korea favored? In 2018, the Korean Ministry of Culture, Sports, and Tourism surveyed 8,000 people in 16 countries about their favorite foreign country. According to the survey, the countries favoring Korea were Indonesia, Russia, Mexico, India, Brazil, Thailand, and so on. And the countries that viewed Korea most positively were ASEAN countries. Koreans' favorite countries are focused on Western countries, whereas Korea is strongly favored by ASEAN countries. What do you think about this discrepancy? What are the differences in how Koreans think of ASEAN countries and how ASEAN people think of Korea? In 2017, the ASEAN Korea Center and the Korean Institute of Southeast Asian Studies surveyed 1,400 Koreans and 320 ASEAN students in Korea about their mutual perception. When thinking of ASEAN countries, Koreans thought of foreign workers and heat. When thinking of Korea, ASEAN people thought of friendliness and development. While Koreans' attention is turned toward Western countries, ASEAN countries are paying attention to Korea. How much do you know about ASEAN? And how do you see Asia? Asia is moving to the center of the global economy. The 21st century is going to be the Asian century. Open your heart to Asia. Build genuine friendships with Asians. What can you do to build genuine friendships with Asians? First, open your mind to Asians in your neighborhood. In Korea, there are 110,000 non-Korean Asian residents. Be kind to your Asian neighbors and become friends. Second, learn the history and culture of ASEAN countries. The Korean wave is spreading across ASEAN countries, increasing interest in Korea. To build genuine friendships, a mutual understanding is critical. Learn more about ASEAN countries to build better relationships. Third, break away from Western-oriented perspectives on Asia. The coverage of Asia by Western media reflects Western perspectives. Check out news about Asia from Asian local news sources. Fourth, connect with Asian friends on social media. Many Asians are active on social media, including YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Build friendships by liking and commenting on their content. Fifth, learn the history and culture of Korea. Geographically, Korea is the gateway to Northeast Asia and the hub of Asia. Korea is leading cultural, technological, and economic change in Asia. Dream of Korea, the center of Asian culture. Sixth, learn and share the accurate history and culture of Asia. Textbooks and websites around the world have focused on cultural and historical accomplishments in the West. Asia's history and culture have been primarily viewed from a colonial perspective. Each country in Asia has its unique culture and history. Learn more about each Asian country. Seventh, overcome Orientalism and Occidentalism in order to collaborate. Orientalism is Westerners' perspective that sees Asian cultures as static and inferior. Occidentalism is Asians' perspective that sees Western cultures as vulgar and materialistic. Such distorted perspectives drive a wedge between the East and the West. Harmonize the values and strengths of both sides. Eighth, don't judge Asians by their country's economic status. Korea was once so disregarded that a European newspaper wrote that there was higher chance of roses blooming out of trash than Korea being able to stand alone. However, half a century later, Korea transformed itself from the poorest country to one of the world's top economies. Never underestimate the potential of another country. Support each other for success. Ninth, take part in the upcoming Asian century. About 100 years ago, Korean freedom fighter An Junggeun thought of Asian unity, 50 years before the establishment of the European Union. Learn more than 2 languages to expand your horizons and friendships. By learning more about each other, we can build a peaceful, global community. Find inspiration from An Junggeun's dream for a pan-Asian and global community. In the Asian century, it is time to build friendships with Asians. VANK is here to help you build friendships with Koreans and Asians. Together, we will create a better future for Asia and the world.